I have an interview N400.
Right.
So I kind of have an issue.
What's the issue?
I live together with my wife, but she uses her family address for her tax returns.
All right. Are you basing your naturalization on 3 years in a bona fide marriage or 5 years?
3 years. I already have my green card.
All right, you're going to get denied. I can guarantee you will be denied. If you walk into a naturalization interview and you do not have a joint tax return with your wife, you will be denied. I've never seen, actually, in my entire career, anybody who naturalized based on a bona fide marriage of 3 years who didn't have a joint tax return with their wife for all the years that they were supposed to be married. So you can do one of two things. You can either amend your tax. I'm just being point blank with you. So you can amend your tax returns to jointly, and you got to show you and your wife live together, and then there's still going to be an issue of whether you live together or not, because now it seems that you would just be amending it just for your naturalization, but certainly amend it. But then you also have to prove it's a bona fide marriage. Or withdraw your naturalization, wait the 5 years, and refile at the 5-year mark. Then it doesn't matter where you file your taxes.
I said I already got conditions taken out of my green card.
Congratulations. As they say in my religion, mazel tov. And I'm telling you point blank, you're not going to become a citizen if you don't have a joint tax return with your wife. And if you do become a citizen without a joint tax return, you call me back and tell me I'm wrong. That's how positive I know I'm right.
Okay.
All right?
the options here for me is to like withdraw my application,
and withdraw it. If you're not showing up with a joint tax return to a citizenship interview based on a bona fide marriage of 3 years with your wife, you withdraw your application and refile again when you hit the 5-year mark. Then it doesn't matter where you filed your tax returns.
Okay, thank you.
All right, okay.
I'm calling in reference to a family friend.
Okay.
She's been here for like a few years.
Right.
Has 2 children. I think one is 27, one is 24. She came here in somebody else's identity. She got sick, and now she wants to go back to Jamaica voluntarily. Do you think she's going to have a problem?
No, you could always leave. They're happy to let you leave. It's the coming back she'll have a problem.
And if one of the child decides to file for her, would that be a problem?
She would never get a green card through the child. A, she overstayed her time by more than a year. B, she committed misrepresentation. And there's no waiver for either one through filing by a child.
Okay.
So if she leaves, she's leaving for good.
And the child won't be able to file for her if she stay here, right?
Nope.
So I had my interview in March 2018, but the thing is that my husband and I, we had an altercation. The thing is that when we were scheduled for the interview, the judge had placed like a temporary restraining order. It is now up. We can now be in the same house and this area, but during the time of the interview, it wasn't up, and neither one of us knew. Because when we went,
okay, so Samantha, let me tell you what you need to do.
Yeah.
They will, if there is an order of protection or a stay away order because of a domestic violence, immigration will not interview you while that order is outstanding. Okay, so hopefully, they did not deny you, and you can write immigration with proof that that order is resolved and that you should now be able to be called in for your interview. Or if they do deny you, you're just going to have to refile again.
Okay, because we did went to the interview, but we were sent home.
I know, right? Because they wouldn't interview you because you're not supposed to be in the same room together.
Okay, so now that it's the case is closed and we didn't went to trial, everything is dropped. We should write to USCIS.
Right, and write to them with the case number and say, here's proof that you need proof that, the stay away order is resolved. Please reschedule me. I think you need a lawyer at this point, though.
Yeah, because it's been a year.
Yeah, I think you need a lawyer. Hold on one second, all right?
All right.
I'm in a situation. My wife, we're having this fight, which it seems like it's going to end the relationship. We were staying together, but her name is on the lease. My interview is closed, and she's saying that she's going to leave, so I have to leave as well. What would you suggest?
I would suggest you try to work things out. Because you need to show up in a bona fide marriage with your wife. If you can't work things out, then you're going to be denied.
Even though police was involved and all of that?
Even though the world was involved, you would be denied. Now, you could probably file if the police was involved. Perhaps there's a abuse case that you can file. That would be a different story. Right now, they're not even accepting abuse cases. So hopefully they will in the future. And I think they will. But if you're asking me what do you do, the best thing to do is resolve it. But if you can't resolve it and police are involved and there's abuse, then obviously, you're oil and water. You can't be together. All right? So you're in Newark, New Jersey. I'm across the river in New York. I would suggest you come talk to me. Hold on one second, all right?
My question is, I filed with my wife on I-130.
Right.
And then she already got an interview on last year, June.
Right.
And right now they process everything, but it's still on starting June. When I look, the case is still on administrative processing. So how long is gonna take is to be in that position?
How long you filed when?
Cases right now is administrative process.
Where is this?
In administrative process.
Where?
In the counselor section, in the counselor.
How long?
Outside of the US.
You're asking me how long are they going to be administratively processing your case? I have no idea. It could take a week, it could take a month, it could take a year, it could take forever. I don't know the answer. I can't tell you. When they're administrative processing, that means they're investigating something. I can't tell you how long it will take. I can tell you it's an abuse of their power and discretion for it to take too long. What's too long? 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 16 weeks. That's too long. And then at that point, you have two choices. Choice number one is you can hire an attorney to try to call the embassy to work things out nicely. And if not, two, you can hire an attorney to file what's called a mandamus action and an APA claim. A mandamus action is to force the government to make a decision, and the APA claim is for them to follow their own decision, to follow their own procedures. You sue them. Those are your only two choices.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
But I can't tell you the exact time.
I have a green card via VAWA, thing is green card, and of course I divorced a man, but I got remarried. However, the person I remarried is still in Ghana, and I filed a I-130 for him. Mm-hmm. So my question to you is, I tried to file taxes, and because he doesn't live here, the accountant that was filing the tax, because I tried to tell her to put it as married, and she said it's not possible because if she puts it, it's going to demand for a Social Security, and he has never been here before.
Where is he now?
He's in Ghana.
All right, so just file married, filing separately.
Married, filing separately.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I've already filed it already.
But you could always ask for a tax identification number for him. File a W-7.
Even when he has never lived in USA before.
Yeah. All right.
So
hold
is that gonna?
No, but
is that
you don't need to file a joint tax return because he doesn't live here. Okay. But
he doesn't live here. He has never been here before.
You would file married, filing separately. That's how you should do it. If you need help, we have a tax attorney here who can help you.
I'm calling about a situation.
Yes.
I got married, and my husband, after we put in the paperwork, my husband decided to leave me and want a divorce. Is there anything I could do?
Well, you can get divorced and marry somebody else and fall in love again, or you can try to file a VAWA case and hope that they extend it, which I'm sure they will if there was abuse in the relationship.
What if there wasn't like any?
If there's no abuse and you just the marriage fizzled and that was it, and maybe you had an argument here and there, then at that point the only thing you can do is get divorced and figure out another way to get a green card.
I have a 10-year green card, and I sponsored my son, and he came here. He's now 23 years old. He went to college, everything. Now he's filing his citizenship on his own. He's okay doing it by himself?
Yeah, he's 23. Why not?
Okay, so his father was in immigration court, and they put his case off for next year. Would he be able to sponsor his father before his next court date?
If he becomes a citizen before the next court date, absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
How long is that petition?
Citizenship is taking 12 to 24 months, so you should start now.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Let's go to Samantha in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Samantha.
Hi,
how are you?
Brad. I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
I went to interview 2 months ago, but I didn't have my medical with me.
Right.
The officer advised me that everything was good, but I need to drop my medical off at a local USCIS office.
Right.
I did that, but I haven't heard anything since.
How many months has it been?
It's been about 2 months now.
Okay. By law, they have 4 months from the time you drop it off to make a decision. All right, so that's why I tell everybody.
So there's not an issue.
Yeah, so that's why I tell everybody, wait 4 months. If you don't hear by 4 months, give me a call.